Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to take you guys markdown shopping both at Kohl's and Woolies. We're going to kick off the video with Woolies, but I personally found there were better markdowns at Kohl's, which you guys will see later on in the clip. I contemplated those fish tacos, but I ended up putting it back. I saw a lot of knickknacks, especially these little snack packs that are probably handy to pick up when they're on clearance for kids when you put them in their lunch boxes, especially if you're short on time. As you know, I'm kind of going through a soup phase just to keep my meals a little bit healthier with lower processed carbs, but it's just a lot healthier for me to make my own soups compared to buying these little packaged goods. Now, these chicken breasts were marked down to clear, and I think the prices were pretty good, but I'm always a little bit nervous to buy marked down chicken, so I gave that one a miss. But there were lots of other markdowns in the aisles as well. They had cosmetic products and like shower gels, shampoos and whatnot. That foaming soap, I think it was, looked interesting. The packaging looked really beautiful. But to me, that wasn't really a markdown item, although it was half price. For those who are interested and use that product regularly, you might want to check it out at your local Woolies. They've even got sunscreen, bronzer, tanning products, hand soap, skincare marked down to clear as well. I've tried to film as much as possible for you guys. This is something new that I haven't seen before. Apparently these are dishwashing tablets. I didn't pick this up, but it definitely caught my attention. Now, this was the avocado oil mayo that I picked up last time in my grocery haul. This is still marked down to clear for those who are interested. They've got some crackers. This little markdown section at Woolies didn't really impress me at all, but I thought I'll just film it for you guys as well because some of the products weren't actually marked to clear. To me, it just looked like they were 50% off. These are some wheat straws that I thought were interesting, so I checked that out. But I actually popped by the health food aisle to check out if there were any markdowns as well. And I saw this Breakfast Club cereal. To me, it looks like Cheerios, but it's probably a much healthier version. And I think the original price was $15, but call me crazy, but I would never spend $15 on a box of cereal, especially when it's that small. Anyways, moving on. These muesli bars were marked to clear, but again, it's quite expensive if you're comparing it to like your normal muesli bars, but this is probably a much healthier product. So in the health food aisle, overall, there were some marked to clear items, but still relatively expensive in my opinion. For example, this little packet of cacao almonds, I believe, it was 30 grams, marked to clear for 70 cents. But then again, it's still much more cost effective for me to just buy my own almonds and coat them in dark chocolate myself at home. And I personally don't prefer almonds when they're just coated in cacao powder because I find it's often really bitter, so I do prefer when they're coated in dark chocolate instead. However, this product did catch my attention because they are chocolate coated almonds and it does say low in sugar, but when I worked out the cost per weight, it's just still way more cost effective for me to make it myself at home. I noticed these little smooshed balls were on clearance as well. Generally, it's just like a date ball with nuts and coconut and all of those goods. If you're into that, you might want to check it down because there were quite a few markdown options. This was another option here. This is actually reasonably priced in my opinion, $2.30 something for the markdown clearance price. However, I'm not a huge fan of the mint chocolate flavor, so I did pop that back. If it was a different flavor, maybe I would have given into it. Anyways, I'm just going to give you guys another quick overview of some more markdown items. These little chocolate, what are they called? Health Lab cookie dough balls. And they've got lamington flavor, all of these delicious flavors, and the packaging looks beautiful. I was so tempted to get one of these, but I still thought it was quite expensive despite it being on clearance. Maybe if we kind of just leave these on the shelf for a little longer, maybe they'll get reduced more. And my partner wanted to check out these pre-workouts because I think it was on clearance as well. And he actually bought some protein powder at one of the protein shops. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll insert this clip for you guys to have a look. If you're into this type of stuff, they currently have a sale. And I believe if the sale's online, and you pop into store, they'll still match it. But just cross-check that on the internet before you go. Back at Kohl's now for some clearance items. I saw this raspberry and black currant kombucha, and I actually compared it to the bigger bottles. Even though the bigger bottle was 40% off, those little cans still worked out cheaper. And guys, let me know if you've tried this before. I've seen this on clearance a few times, but I'm a little bit hesitant to pick them up because I'm not a key lime flavor type girl. But if it's delicious, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll drop by and pick it up another time. There are some more clearance items at Kohl's here. I'm just going to do a quick overview for you guys to have a look at. A lot of the things on this particular shelf didn't really tickle my fancy, but I just filmed it for you guys to have a look at as well. Things like this milk oats, I think is quite expensive, even though it says marked to clear, because if you look at the weight and the cost, it's still very expensive. So you need to make sure you check that out as well. Pre-workouts on sale at Kohl's. There's a couple high protein products reduced to clear as well. My partner's pretty fussy with his protein powder brands, so that's why he picked up the whey powders instead. Now I did pick up these air fried chips because it was on sale and my partner wanted to grab them for one of the nights where I'm a bit too lazy to cook. I saw these Herbert Adams quiches marked to clear. Wasn't really happy with that price point, so I did pop it back. Now Kohl's also has a similar store layout where they popped some markdown items at the end of the aisles, but I find a lot of the marked to clear items at the end of the aisles aren't that great of a deal. So I just did another quick skim through for you. I did pop back to double check that I got a good deal for the kombucha, just checking the cost per litre, and the cans were still cheaper. So I popped by the dairy section as well. There were some items half price and there were some items quick sale marked to clear. So I did pick up 2 of these ones to try. They had no added sugar. Haagen-Dazs ice cream, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. They are currently reduced to clear at Kohl's. If you're a fan of that, make sure you pick it up. For me, I don't think it's that tasty. I still prefer my Sara Lee and Connoisseur. Now, I actually picked up some markdown sushi at my local sushi joint. It was 4 rolls for $7. Amazing. I believe I grabbed 5 salmon and avocado, 1 salmon and cucumber, a prawn, and a chicken roll. Hey guys, we've got a few snacks from that little shop. So my partner picked up these snacks. The shapes were half price, $2 each. These Cheetos he hasn't tried before, so he wanted to give that a go for $1.35. And these Nutri-Grain bars, they're full of sugar, but because they were so cheap, he wanted to pick them up for about $3.75 for 12 bars. He also grabbed some pre-workout, which was on sale. I think it was in clearance actually for $25. And then we picked up some yogurts that we saw on clearance for $1.14. I think this is a mango organic yogurt. And then he picked up some protein yogurts for $1.50 each. They were half price. And these air fried chips were also half price for $2.90. Moving up here, he hasn't tried the purple grape kombucha, so we picked up 2 of those for $5 because the peach and blackberry one is a new flavor as well, I believe. So that was that. And then we picked up this on clearance, a pack of 4 raspberry and blackcurrant kombuchas for, I think it was $4.45. So when we are craving something gassy or fizzy, we've got some kombuchas on hand which are pretty low in sugar. Also grabbed some honey soy chicken skewers, which were on clearance for 79 cents each. They had them pre-packaged in packs of 10, so I just grabbed 10 skewers for $7.90. This isn't a really healthy haul, let's be real, but I'm not going to take any accountability for this side of the shop. So yeah, that's pretty much all we got.